I feel that if you want it easier, go for it. It makes the game more user friendly and the community will grow, hopefully. But I think the game just has been notorious through its existence for just being one tough motherfucker. And now that the level cap's 90 and leveling your jobs is extremely easy, you can just. Okay, here's another pretty weird. Well, it's kind of weak. Like, you can go into Abyssia, which is pretty much the only place that partying takes uh, place at in FF11 nowadays, and you can take your level 30, hang out with 18, well, 17 level 90s, and they can level you from level 30 to level 90 in about a day if you're willing to, like, hack it out. But if you're just starting your character, well, you gotta do all the GKs. So the GK missions is kind of like the only handicap you have to go through. And if you got a friend or two, or if you meet me on here, GKs are pretty easy. I'll fucking run you through it, slap hands with you, and we'll be friends. But other than that, it's really quick that you can get a high level job and start exploring this game. So the availability to just get out and see what this game is worth is pretty awesome. And the graphics they're dated, but they always have looked awesome to me. I mean, it's wide open spaces. There's vast distances. I mean, for example, I'll run over here. Now, if I was playing in present, you could possibly see airships up in the sky flying down and over to Port Bastock from over there. But you can see. I'm just. I'm a little dumbfounded. It's cool. I really like. Whenever I play other MMOs, it's you feel very enclosed. Your surroundings are detailed, but you feel like you're always surrounded. I like feeling extremely small. A lot of the mobs that you'll come across are just way bigger than you. But then again, there's those other mobs that you're way bigger than. They're still pretty tough, but so the scale and detail is what I really like. And my keyboard's glitching out, making me run around. So, yeah, just a little cool tidbits about the game. So, I'm gonna go get into another campaign battle since that last one pretty much sucked balls. And it looks like I'm going to Grauberg. Grauberg is a campaign only map. It exists in Abyssia, but it doesn't exist in present time. And in one of my later videos, I will explain my theory on how Abyssia came to be, which has to do with a bunch of drunken pirates. Yeah, Abyssia is just. There is no storyline, so. But if you take a look at like who brought out the expansion, it was somebody who helped design Campaign Battle, and then another guy who helped design Chocobo Raising. So it's not like they have the pros that design Chains of Promethea, Rise of Zillar, Crystal and Prophecy, Shantoto's Ascension, or any of those expansions. So you're not like getting the fucking grit of great experience for cutscenes and like storyline. Abyssia is not for that. Abyssia is just to progress your character into like end game status. Once you go to Abyssia, you're basically only working on end game. So I'm gonna get my body boost. You can buy items from this guy. There's a bunch of different items, but items I use are the instant re-raise and the body boost, mainly because Samurai can use third eye or Sagan third eye to dodge like a motherfucker. And They also improve Zanshin, so my double attack rate is decent enough. So, FF11 combat for DD works in two ways. You can, well, I guess not for DD. DD is pretty straightforward. You swing your weapon, and while you're swinging, you generate something called TP, and TP I believe stands for technique points. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what it was called. So you'll see that little flashing percent. It says 102% right now. That means I have 125%, and I'd be able to weapon skill. But I'm not really feeling that. I think I'm gonna try to do a skill chain light, so I'm gonna tell this person next to me to hold skill chains. Well, I spell like a moron. So everything you just saw me type was all in translation. I don't know who this person is. I've never seen him around. Probably from Gilgamesh and don't speak English. So I'm telling him I'm gonna do a tier 3 weapon skill, and if they could be so kind, do not weapon skill. So here we go. Get my Hasso up. I'm probably gonna get fucked over by these NPCs next to me, but we'll see. I'm pretty consistent with doing it. You fucking hooker! I hate fucking people that don't read chat. God damn it. So, it doesn't look like I'm gonna do skill chain light. Fucking hooker, god damn. Oh, you suck. And, what I was trying to do was skill chain light, and you can't really... It's a 2-hour ability. So... Well, actually, it's not a 2-hour ability. I'm just talking out my ass right now. Sorry about that. But, skill chain light is a tier 3 skill chain. It allows you to, do light damage, and if you play FF11, you know what all those damages are specific to. And, it's basically a 3 weapon skill setup. I do Yuki Kaze, then I follow it up with Tachi Gecko, and then I finish it with Tachi Kasha. And if I time it just right, which I really don't have much time to like photo whack with, if I fuck up, it's done. Probably like 2 seconds within the whole thing can ruin it all for me. So while I'm doing all that madness, I try to time it all properly so I can do skill chain light and do my maximum amount of damage. And I have a buddy, Ultramage, who hangs out with me, and he's a summoner. He then does Garuda's Gale Wind or something like that, and it magic bursts with me, so we do probably like 6,000 or 7,000 damage just together, so it's pretty fucking cool. And what you just saw was me doing skill chain light. Oh, no. Damn it. Talking out my ass again. Skill chain, fragmentation. Sorry, it's way too early in the morning, and I'm all gacked out on coffee. So, I'm probably talking a lot of nonsense, so if you catch something and you want to call me on it, just hit me up in the comments, and I'll be like, word, you caught me, I'm a dumbass. But otherwise, just enjoy the show, and I'll whoop some ass while I can. So this guy has a badass warrior axe. I really wish I had it. It's like level 89, 116 damage, I want to say. I think it's called the Widowmaker, and it's pretty fucking bamf. Do basically whatever with it. Now I could be a dick and meditate and kill this guy, but he's been fighting it the whole time, so I'm gonna turn around and try not to take the kill. And did I take the kill? No, I didn't. So, I'm gonna try to take this guy off and hide for a bit, because I really want a skill chain light. I think it's pretty nifty that I can do it, and a samurai friend that I hang out with as often as I can is rather impressed that I can do it myself. So, he's cool, I'm cool, we're cool. Let's fucking do this. Fragmentation. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. What bust? Look at that light goodness. So, altogether, I just did 2,300. Somewhere around 6,000 points of damage just by myself, which makes me feel so cool. I love being able to do that much damage. Being a DD kicks ass. And being a samurai, aka Spamurai, also kicks ass. So I'm gonna show you Meikyo Shishui, or however you pronounce Japanese words when you're English. And that is my 2-hour ability. It allows me to do 3 weapon skills at my maximum TP damage 3 times. I believe I already said that. But yeah, you get to do it once every 2 hours. And here's my ones for the next 2 hours. I go bust, make shiny light. Go boom. Another boom. And then I make it rain. Oh, son. What you got, bitch? So yeah, what I showed you before was basically the same thing, only I just paid 2 hours to do similar damage, but it's hypothetically maxed out, which oftentimes it doesn't do the max damage, because there's a bunch of percentages in this game that can affect everything. So, I need to quit being a dumbass and probably heal myself. And I am Slash Dancer, so I will do that. Throwing rocks in my face. Just dodge that shit. Oh, these little bars that I open up are the macros within the game. We don't have little hotbars that you can just spam numbers repeatedly. You can, however, hold Control or Alt and spam your weapon skills, even though, or spells, depending on what job you're playing. Even though you probably can't spam them. The game's all about you being patient with your combat. Nothing's quick. Take your time, whoop some ass, enjoy the fight, the colors, and all the pretty lights, and it's a good time for everyone. So I'll try to get this guy out of my way. I think it's pretty funny that that guy started fighting his at the same time as I was fighting mine. It's still like at full health. And bust. There's mine. Take that, warrior. Samurai's better.